you bet. Live stream, welcome to Minneapolis. Our big thanks to everybody at Edison High who joined us for one of the best town hall meetings we've had of this campaign. And just a lot of great energy, great questions, but also a lot of love and support and encouragement, which felt really good to all of us. And we're just grateful to everyone who came out. This is one of the we were told one of the nastiest days weather-wise that Minneapolis has seen in a while, and for so many people to come out and join us and welcome us and be part of this just felt really good. So thank you. And we cannot fail to mention that we're in the home of Paul Westerberg and the Replacements. Lizzo, Husker Du, Prince, not too far from here, Bob Dylan. A lot of great music coming out of the Twin Cities, Twin Tone Records, Minnesota. A lot of great leaders. We were talking about Paul Wellstone and Tim Walz and Elon Omar and Hubert Humphrey and others who've distinguished Minnesota and by extension the United States. So grateful to be here. Cannot wait to come back. Big thanks to everybody who made it possible. Right, Connell?
Right, me too.
What are we seeing on the live stream? How's everybody doing on a Wednesday night wherever you are in the world?
They're good. They're saying keep warm. They're Chanda Parbo's wanting to make sure that you're eating healthy and your
Chanda,
veggies.
I heard that you were concerned that we were not eating healthy. I will just tell you, though it was a very low bar, we're eating healthier now than we ever have before.
That's right.
In fact, we picked up a meal that includes Brussels sprouts that had just been hanging out in this van while we were in the town hall, and it smells so bad in this van. It just smells like Brussels sprouts that have been hanging out in a van for the last couple of hours.
Yeah.
But they're going to taste good, and they're healthier than what we've been eating in the not too distant past. So
yeah, a lot of love from a lot of people. Super nice. Thank you guys. Feels great to get all those positive messages. Everybody's inviting you out. Beto, come out to their community.
We want to come back to Minneapolis.
Yes.
So what we were asked, the final question, was it Esme? Esme. A reporter for one of the stations here said, will you come back to Minneapolis, Minnesota? Absolute unequivocal yes. This has been so great and we cannot wait to get back. And our only disappointment is that we're not staying longer on this trip. We're staying overnight and then we're headed out.
Oh, what's this song?
This is off the seminal album Let It Be by the Replacements. It's the one where they're all kind of sitting on a roof. I forget, maybe Tommy Stinson's house, I don't know. You'll have to read the biography on him to find out. And all these great songs on the record.
Yeah, somebody had said they saw you a couple days ago. They're like, oh my God, are you still going?
We're still going.
We're still going.
Still going.
Yes. Day, what
we
is
cannot
this, Chris?
be stopped.
What day?
Well, we were in Iowa for 5. Fort Worth was 6. So today's 6.
It depends when you start the count, Connor.
Yeah.
Like of the campaign, of
No,
life.
sorry, you're right. Of this block of travel, I should be very specific.
We started
Friday
with a great rally in Fort Worth and Paul Quinn College, and then Iowa. A lot of great events in Iowa.
Yeah, absolutely. This is you ready for this one?
Ready.
Open wide, a doctor's here.
I like this.
Got nothing to fear. Strap them down, or out of gas. Stop your falling, you little brat.
hope everyone's doing well. Love out to El Paso and to Texas and to all of our family and friends back at home. Amy, probably shouldn't reveal this, but we may see her on the live stream soon. So we can't wait to see you. And to the kiddos, what time is it? They're getting ready for bed soon.
7:50.
Yeah, so brush your teeth. Make sure that you've finished all your vegetables. Be nice to your mom. And we'll see you before too long. Kano, anything else? Any questions you want me to answer? Or
I will look for that, but can I say one thing that I thought was
Yeah.
really cool? Is somebody brought a tambourine. I love that. This is our second tambourine.
And you know why she brought a tambourine?
Why?
She was watching this live stream that you're watching right now when we were in Virginia, and Chris will remember the specific stop that we were at. It was our first of that day after we had run
Nice.
in Virginia Beach, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went over to Norfolk.
Norfolk.
That's right.
Yep. And somebody brought a tambourine, and it just made the town hall that much better. And so this woman in Minneapolis was watching that live stream from Virginia and decided she'd go out and buy a tambourine and bring it to this town hall meeting. And it was really good.
Yeah, that's right. I loved it. You know what somebody mentioned to wish Amy and Charlotte and Melissa happy birthday? I forgot that Mother's Day is coming up.
Not birthday.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's
Did
Day.
I say? I said Mother's Day.
Oh, maybe.
I thought I said Mother's Day. Maybe I
you
didn't.
did, yeah.
But
Maybe you did.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Mother's Day is in fact coming up
It is.
every single year. Every single year.
But it's close, Beto. It's close.
Yep.
Here we go. What else? Beverly says she's praying for you.
Thank you, Beverly.
Lori says, welcome to Minnesota.
Great to be here.
Lenore says, cool tunes. Annette, I live in Alabama and I think you are awesome.
Yes, we're just outside the Cedar Inn and next to a place that's selling hamburguesas
Yes.
in big neon lights.
Somebody wanted to know if you signed that breast cancer form. Let me look at it right here. Oops, I lost the words.
Yeah. Really glad that you asked. The answer is yes, we did. And thanks to, was it Christine?
Yes, it was Carpenter, Christine Carpenter.
Christine Carpenter at Wartburg College in Waverly, Iowa, who brought that form for me to sign. And thank you, Christine, for your persistence and for giving us the chance to read it. And yes, we signed it.
Olga's birthday is Saturday. Can we wish her a
Who?
happy birthday? Olga.
Olga.
Yeah.
Olga, feliz cumpleaños, happy birthday. Glad that you're on this planet with us. And we can't be there in person, but we're celebrating in spirit.
So I have a question about Gus the turtle and an update.
Yeah.
Is Gus doing
yeah,
okay?
Yeah. You know, yes, Gus is alive. Gus is alive. How Gus survived, and for those just to bring you up to speed, what was it now? You know, maybe 10 days ago, I was calling home. I was in San Diego. We were just going to have a town hall there. And I could hear, as I was talking to Amy, Molly really upset in the background. And Amy told me that Gus, the little box turtle, had gone missing. And it did not look good for Gus because everything inside the turtle enclosure had been, you know, disturbed. The water bowl tipped over, turtle food eaten, it looked like, by Artemis, our dog. And so you couldn't escape the conclusion that Artemis had also eaten Gus. But Molly and Amy especially didn't give up hope and kept looking for Gus. And many days later, found Gus alive, covered in dust and lint, you know, kind of a lint beard on Gus's beak. Is that what a turtle has?
It looks like a beak.
Yeah, on his face.
Yeah.
And Gus had just been, we think, picked up by Artemis and then maybe fought for his life and scratched and snapped at Artemis, and Artemis dropped Gus, and Gus, moved into the closet and was living there until Amy found him, but without any water or turtle food. This was originally by Kiss.
Turtle Gang is over.
Artemis, not guilty.
Right, and then somebody said here, can a dog eat a turtle?
Oh.
It's a question they're posing. I don't know.
You know what? Can a dog eat a turtle? Go on the internet.
Let's find
Yeah,
out.
no.
It's true?
Well,
Yeah?
just you do your own searches.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
But yeah, Gus is good. So is Napoleon the hamster. Also, AWOL for a while, and then totally different story we'll go into another time. Napoleon's okay too. As are Silver, Rosie, Artemis, Monty the python, another one of Molly's pets.
Y'all have a lot of animals, but they're
Molly has a lot of animals. Silver the cat.
Artemis is innocent. That's like the third post. Poor Artemis.
Yeah.
She is innocent.
We really jumped to conclusions on that one. I'm sorry, Artemis. Although, I'm not all the way sorry, because it looks like you may have tried to eat Gus, but just didn't succeed. But maybe you were just trying to liberate Gus. What if that's what happened?
Maybe. Maybe Gus just needed a little, wanted to go exploring. Oh, somebody put turtles can survive a long time without food or water, guys. They're just letting us know.
They live for a very long time.
Yeah, and this is the tiny little turtle you have.
Yeah.
Somebody said we should bring him on the road. Bring Gus on the road.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Kano, any other questions? Anything that we can answer? Anything you want to share that folks are sharing?
Well, let me see. Does Molly want to be a veterinarian?
I think that might be one career that she'd look at. Zookeeper, pet store owner. These are things that she's talked to me about, but I don't think she's really narrowed that down.
Oh,
All right.
Sorry, it's hard to read and it's going bumpy. It's a little bumpy. Sorry, guys.
Not my fault. Infrastructure.
No, I know.
Infrastructure.
Is Waiting Room still a good song by Fugazi?
Excellent song. That may be the first song I ever heard from Fugazi. I think that was on their first release, maybe. Someone came up to me today and they said, Minor Threat or Fugazi? And I said, well, Fugazi, but what about for you? And he said, as a young man, Minor Threat, now in my old age, Fugazi. So it's probably a good way to look at it.
Another question regarding the blind squirrel, Beto. They just want an update. What's going on with that?
So, as we may remember from previous live streams, Molly also volunteers at a wildlife animal rescue in El Paso. And part of her charge is to care for a blind squirrel that was picked up by a motorist in East Texas who drove the breadth of the state, and by the time they got to El Paso, dropped off the blind squirrel at this animal rescue. And why they picked up the blind squirrel, why they dropped it off, we don't know. And so Molly helped to care for that blind squirrel. And what I think has happened is that the squirrel can see again. And we think maybe the squirrel either was deficient in nutrients that temporarily caused blindness. I'm not a doctor or a veterinarian, but that's what I was told. Or the squirrel had some kind of head trauma that also caused the temporary blindness, and that as the squirrel was fed a balanced diet, and or as the squirrel just recovered from her contusions, regained the ability to see. So the squirrel's doing good. I don't know, and the squirrel is still at the wildlife rescue. I don't know if the squirrel can anymore be released into the wild. It may be in East Texas that you could, or it may still have some level of disability that would make it inhumane to release in the wild. All right, gotta get this exit down.
So a lot of folks are concerned about your voice, but they want me to get you like throat coat for tea and what have you. So not sure
Kinda hit the meat
if
there.
your throat is bothering you.
Throat is good. I probably just need to eat dinner, get some sleep, and stop talking so much.
All right, should we take that advice and sign off?
Yes, we should. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. We love Minnesota and Minneapolis. We had a great 3.5 days in Iowa. Our thanks to everybody in Dallas, Paul Quinn College, and Fort Worth, and we got to see as well. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, Chris.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good